sɛ woyɛ EU ni EU ni abusuani waware EU ni da wasetena na okuta ne EU ni nti na yɛde maa wa na since January 2019 when yɛ application bi ankɔ home office very likely sɛ wo deɛ no yɛ dada ne bi ɛno ne yɛsɛ bra na bɛsesa no nti momma obi ante na ɔmo nsesa ɔno a betumi ayɛ wɔ internet so ɛwɔ ne phone so ɔpɛ lawyer obetumi akɔ lawyer ba ɔno a betumi ayɛ we nyɛ minisika nti manyɛ we nyɛ anya wa obetumi ayɛ nti monyɛ na June betwa mu a yɛnte koraa sɛ yɛmu bi koraa saa de we aka no kwa basa na yɛ nyinaa no na yɛ tete because na wɔ se yɛ pɛ kwan a yɛde bɛbɔ ho ban.
I don't look like what I have been through. You turned my pit into a well. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. It was you, my lawyer in that courtroom. It was you, my soldier on that battlefield. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. Hey, Adumo, Nyame, Adumo, Adum, Adum intina metiasi, Eya Wadum tina mewoho. Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. Hey, Adumo, Nyame, Adumo, Wadum. Eya Adum intina metiasi, Eya Wadum tina mewoho. Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Adum, Wadum. Who has changed my story? Who has given me a song? Turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. You have changed my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace.
Yeah, Busia, Yiko Akwaban so. Thank you very much for joining us. It's time for us to have another edition of The Community and the Law. Yefemo reku frimpon and then so menya kwan se meno ebedi enkomo menya kwan se meno ebedi ahiamu na afi yede Community and the Law BWF Solicitors ede ebreyeng no yede abrewo between now and the next 2 hours about 4 o'clock ewo UK about 3 o'clock ewo Ghana the top of the year baby ewo wiasibia the next 2 hours yede enkomo no ebro ye baba behwe ya sitna mu titio ewo UK asade emra titio immigration emra no esi etie and we're training also so you be share wo adwin anase be so adwin ahwe ewo enche kira ye de ebro wo no senia wasi ehunu esi afa our quiz segment will be coming up. Then again, you also have the opportunity to call in and ask your question, any question regarding the law, especially immigration issues here in the UK. Memo akwabe na me kan forma se ba na emremu any BWF Solicitors ena eni enkomo. BWF Solicitors ewo 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road no so North London UK ha. Now we are Juma Monday to Friday free anopa 9:30 kosi enyumere 6 o'clock. yɛde mmara mu nsɛm ahodoɔ no nyinaa kɔma wɔn sɛ yɛkɔ court sɛ yɛkyerɛ mmara ase sɛ yɛyɛ applications titiri for yɛ immigration nsɛm sɛ yɛde nkyɛkyɛmu bi ɛbrɛ wɔn na wɔtumi anya wɔn nan agyina soɔ no ne nyinaa ɛyɛ BWF Solicitors wobɛfrɛ wɔn a ɛyɛ 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340 and that's 077 127 61884 077 127 61884 BWF Solicitors ewo enhyehyɛ man sɛ yɛwada anɔpa bia efiri anɔpa nonkron ekosi nondu yɛhyia ewo Rainbow Radio International so na yɛde nkɔmɔ a ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛde abro topic a yɛbɛhunu sɛ amanfoɔ ɛne gye ho anaasɛ bɛboa community no na BWF Solicitors ɛde ato Rainbow Radio International so na yɛde abro efiada anɔpa deɛ de brɛ wɔ no ɛwɔ GN Radio so from 9:30 to 11 we call it the legal hour. And also so yeba na fe yaje wo nkoma ahodo ne nyina wo questions no concerns no ya address ni nyina ede ema BWF Solicitors 12 noon Saturday and also so yeah what we call hanging out with lawyer Eunice ewo Heritage TV so ya de no so ebro na fe sania amanfo nkoma any questions ni ade no yes spread it na fe what enu bi and efe edru memenda area the community and the law live on BWF Solicitors YouTube and Facebook and our social media platforms ahodo ne nyina na yede topic e wo ho no e de abro and then so fortunately we're going to have another very interesting discussion but answer na no mami misa was say wo EUSS application no why and the 22nd of May 2021 May and the June beba 30th of June. Now for EUSS application no enye dwuma bio. Me pa cho. Se wonye ya, se obi nye ya, se wate se obi nye ya. Bonipa no kokose ebedru sa abre no bia na yentimi enye ho hwe bio. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you once again to this edition of the Community and Law, bringing you all the conversation about immigration issues, legal issues, both here in the UK and outside of the UK and especially in Ghana. Today, we're going to bring you another very interesting discussion, and it concerns how to make a specific application, especially when you are bringing your children from Ghana to the UK to come and live with you. What is involved? How do you do it? What are the various steps you follow? These are to be discussed. But before then, we'll take a little break and say thank you to BWF Solicitors. And when we come back, lawyer Eunice Champong will be giving us the update.
Wonim say EU nationals nyina ne won ebusuafo a wonye EU nationals nyina or say wo apply ma EUSS answer June busome akona wieye afi 2021 mu. Se wanya ebe ha won kratasem a wo de ti UK. Se won to anamon we na wo apply EU settlement scheme and train last minute answer. Ehun hia yie pa se wo bebotumi a wo de tena UK no ho ban. Na wo hia legal advice bi anso a pebi we koma EU ana EA amanfo nyina wo kra registration certificate ana permanent registration certificate ana ebusuafo ayama won residence card ana permanent residence cards a ewo EA registration 2016 no mu se wonya ye we nyina na se wo sefata apply pre-settled ana settled status answer 30th June 2021 EU settlement scheme pre-settled status eba na wieye ewo 30th June 2021 na mum ehun me hia yie se obe apply no ntem na edwe gine yie na hye no so se we koma omo wo UK answer 31st December 2020 a wo kra won krata esefata nyina edi won adanse se when be immigration mrei so na wunni adansidie bia eche mretenti a watena UK se ana EU nationals no nso a eno so betimi aha wo daache se wo apply wo British citizenship BWF solicitors ɛwɔ nimdie fa UK immigration law ho. Na ɔmo aboa ebusuafo bebree wɔ applications a ɛfa home offices EU settlement schemes no ho. Wonti bibiri ase a frɛ BWF solicitors ntempara ɛwɔ 020 849 37340 ana 077 127 61884.
BWF solicitors and cra and yeko ekofa ebre wono sabri yeko na fe yede yen update the very first one at the free lawyer Eunice Champon ho at the bro lawyer Eunice a partner of BWF solicitors. Now when I said we hanging out with lawyer Eunice, this is the person we are looking at. Good afternoon.
Hello, Red Cooper.
Let's say
Nyamiadumo, that was it.
Nyamiadum yansi ho ye pa awiana bonti o shine pa.
We go baby am so we go see.
No, it's I was say shine near the my viewers and listeners, and it's okay.
Yes, so but I'm loving your outfit.
Oh, okay. Me say so kakaka. Well, you see that CPM say when it comes to especially immigration issues, every day something new comes up. And we're so fortunate to say and there so was something to update us with. And it's all yours.
Patriot, and that's the break. But me share you to report to viewers na we say Nyamiadumo hunye. Saying Libya, in terms of your immigration, there's always something pending. In terms of this week, very, very important news came out for UK residents, mainly for those who live in England as well. We had a lift for some of the restrictions due to COVID-19. And so on the 17th of May, government that a lot of the places that were closed, such as gyms, restaurants, and other places, will now open, and they want to reduce the number of people that will obviously be traveling. But they've opened up international travel into Abia, Obuoha, in terms of the fact that they had the restriction for people who have to have some sort of reasonable excuse. Now you have the government opening up restrictions for travel. So you have most of the country being put in category or red list, no swag. It means that without you having to take the test, you have to show that as much as possible, over to me, Atuna Hotel, UK government, like I said, it's that quarantine period. And then after that time, you will also have to take day 2 and day tests to show say you don't have any COVID-19 symptoms, and that's only COVID diarrhea. No. But when it comes to those countries that are listed on the amber list, and I say a yellow list, no swat. Of course, you have a country like Ghana, which is on that list. Into as much as possible, so we to find aqua a crubit to say Ghana dear, and they so to make sure say Sayan Babaka over yes our quarantine for the 10-day period. Over so actually say on day 2 of you coming back, no why your test to confirm say only COVID, and then on day 10 or before day 10 no so we your test to confirm say only COVID no. And then you have those countries that are on the green list, such as Portugal and Spain and other countries, to show say as much as possible, no, those countries are less risky. Into omono oko ehona as much as possible, if you're able to show, say, you've gone and then you're coming back, no, you only have to do the 10-day quarantine. And then even with that, once you do the day 2 COVID test to show that you don't have it, no, you'll be free to do as your daily routine. And see, it's good that now the restrictions have been listed or lifted to some extent. Emboa nkrofo ese omutu kwan no mokoye ejuma and I they have to do certain things that are necessary in terms of whatever arrangements or whatever things they have to do. And say emboa ma nkrofo mutu UK ha it's kwan, and then those who have to return to can also come back. And see, that is just to open up in terms of COVID restrictions now first. And of course, as and always, we say when it comes to conformal tikrom how visit visas no dear. So
Eunice line no ate Egina, but let's see how it goes. Nti abusia the all boy amane ni nyina eye COVID restrictions eti ayeye aban no apeja afri ho sebeya yenso yebetimi timi akọ senia yetimi etu kwan kọ eba ene ade no de na o kan ntichi ba ko eni o say before arrival in England I will say COVID test. You book and pay for day 2 and day 8 COVID-19 travel tests. Now, if you are completing a passenger locator form, we nona utukwan ifri Ghana eba bedrua ubedru UK. You quarantine at home or in the place you are staying for 10 days. Take a COVID test on or before day 2. But you share also on or before day 2 and on or after day 8. Or say you quarantine at home so fi Ghana now baby drew say Heathrow say Stansted say Gatwick obetimi abedru now bedru you have to quarantine at home in or stay at the place you are staying at for 10 days. Take a COVID-19 test on or before day 2 and on or after day 8. Before day 2 and after day 8. Ubetimi in day 2, ubetimi in day 8. But untimi no after day 2, no ako kasa me koye in day 8. Ntisha no so sama distinction or that could be measured that be our question. So take a COVID-19 test on or before day 2 and on or after day 8. Me bacho BWF solicitors you won see what say well obetimi abo amwatisa ensemi nyina ase nti obetimi afre won 0208 493 7340 and 07712 761884. Okay, and no every hono me wo enkaibo sunkubi no so me pese me de emma na BWF solicitors lawyer and for no the 23rd of the month. 23rd of May, Omone Ghana Union of Ghana students I wore a krumha a year UK and Ireland. Essay or year Jumedius from Kubi Watu a ding is what you need to know about the point-based system and other immigration laws in the UK. Point-based system and other immigration laws in the UK. A Zoom, so Obeidi Sir Jimano Loretta Sari and be hosting, and you'll be having the opportunity of listening to presentations by lawyer Francis Owusu Bosompim, lawyer Richard Bodu Nkrumah, and lawyer Eunice Echampong, lawyer Eunice Namohona just a moment ago, so my update. And Tishano Sa Mamina Fe Ebreno Edru Hawa join 6:30 UK time Zoom meeting. Union of Students, Ghana students, or UK, and when BWF solicitors, ADGM. The topic is point-based system and other immigration laws in the UK. But Yeba aba ye one of the things. Oftentimes, yeba miso yeba classroom. Yeba classroom yeba bedi and komo yeba bi as to how to make certain applications. And me pacho say what's na say? Ewo wasitena mu na odwindwene a me ba wo Ghana o. Me nso meti abrochire. Eden ena meya metimi ama abusua no yetimi aka bom. You might want to bring your children with you. But I feel we drew hona ya kofa technicalities be any idea babaru. And so Emma no how. And unti I'm inviting you to come along with us on this journey. And then we were two special guests, really. And the knowledge will be very heavy. Yeah, the lawyer for me knew. I can see me no and a free BWF solicitors a day bro. Did he kind a year, lawyer Charles Asma. Lawyer Charles Asma, a lawyer BWF solicitors. Or no, and a very kind any through the first part of the discussion, and later on, you been the senior partner BWF solicitors and Koben and Kasanso adjoining na yedin komono adi abro. And unti Sabri maybe kopna fi mene lawyer Asma adi komono ashisheso. Uncle. Good afternoon. Me more special Akwaba because this is the first time on my platform. What do you want to say? Yeah. More way Yami share some of my opportunities. Well, amount for the beer lawyer me bawa Ghana on pesa me kofa me baba me kofa me partner I didn't become who ewu chrome her and the idea. How easy is it and how difficult is it?
Yo, that was really penny kweku. The kind you better young people so there and then so a chain. Now you better BWF solicitors. It's seen for a year pa Bernard Owusu our principal or BWF solicitors. Say ni no yetumi ahyehyɛ saa dwumadie sɛ yɛmfa mmerɛmu ne asetena mu nsɛm mbra efidie so ɛyɛ memene da biara sara nso na yɛkyia etiefoɔ ahwɛfoɔ nyinara and nso inya mmerɛ sɛ we join the program for this afternoon sara nso na yɛkyia dwumadiefoɔ wɔ BWF solicitors nyinara yo enti nyara for senior yɛnua bisa asam also, so we obi figana eba kwai ben so na obefa na and then we share nimpe bi to say oba and that's how we yere we know by Ghana that's how we say obeka wo and not just Ghana anywhere so nimpe no in the UK one day or outside the UK so anti obesa obeka wo kwai ben so na obefa ayesa adie you are not doing this say oh me just say me was car na and I say just me nya book kokwa na and I say and I say embra no yahyehyɛ a ɛboa saa dwumadie no na interestingly 2012 and UK border force ni home office ni edwumayɛfoɔ a wɔhwɛ immigration no wɔhyehyɛ biribi a wɔfrɛ no immigration rules na immigration rules no wɔn akyekyɛ mu omo freboni frebibi appendices nti appendix biara no na ɛwɔ ne ɛwɔ nti ɛyɛ enden komodie no yɛbɛhwɛ appendix FM of the immigration rules no ɛhɔ na sɛ home office adwumayɛfoɔ na sɛ case workers no mo yɛ adwuma no a ana sɛ mo decide yɛ visa applications no a ɛyɛ o bi a obebi a pɛsɛ kofa na ba na sɛ wo yɛ kofa kunu kofa na ba no ɔmbɛhwɛ no ɔmo egyina hɔ ehu sɛ na application a wayɛ no edimu anase endimu se edimu dia ende mremu no ososo de ma wo endimu so a na kyerɛ so wonyina so so bɛka sɛ debi kɔ na san kɔyɛ ne bio enti senior minua penidi kakai no ye share bringing a child from outside the UK to live with you na kyerɛ sɛ wangasa no wo ha edada na opesa wo de wo ba no eba anase wo kunu wo yere pese oba na obeka wo ho na saa nhyehyɛ no a aban ahyehyɛ no anase yɛde di saa dwumadie no yɛwɔ mu ahodoɔ bebree na edi kan no say as a solution no say why application edimu application it must be valid nti na just say we application you can get it wrong so valid application
me bacho yen fa nhihye as in komo say oka say valid application na say mo kire yen call online ko fill it ni ade how do we know say application am ye we no valid
yo nti ehɔ no na sɛ wonnim a wobɛ pɛ akwankyerɛ efi wo a odwuma ne sɛ wɔde mmara no bɛsisi no yɛde aboa na application sɛ nea woka no forms no yɛ bebree nti nea wo application wo yɛ bia no sɛ wo sɛ wayɛ the way you use the correct form even though ɛwɔ online no ɛyɛ forms na yɛde akɔ online nti wokɔ online na wokɔ complete form na sɛ wo sɛ form wei no is it for this application me pɛ sɛ meyɛ no ɛhɔ no na ɛbɛhia sɛ wobɛpɛ akwankyerɛ efi obi a ɔwɔ nimdie hɔ wobɛkɔ lawyer hɔ no pɛ sɛ meyɛ application wei na ɔno aboa wo sɛ wɔn apɛ sɛ woyɛ deɛ sɛ woto wo ase na wo check all the forms na wo say you are using a valid form so that the application itself can be valid.
Okay. So me pɛ sɛ me kɔfa me ho kani eba mana yɛmfa mmɔfra no nhyɛ aseɛ because that's the main one we're discussing. Me wɔ ɛba bi a wɔdi every 5 years a day kɔ by definition no be every 18 there be onya akwada but between akwala wɔdi less than 18 yeah they say me kɔfa na ba ɛdɛn na me hear say what are the requirements that I need to meet and sana metimi aka sɛ me application no kra na ɛbɛtimi ayɛ successful.
Yo but that's a bit great. Senior wodi kan no akwala nti mbrɛ mu no ɛsɛ sɛ yɛte aseɛ sɛ home office case worker no ɔde ade no to n'anim a then na ɔde tutu ho sɛ wɔyɛ akwala mbrɛ no sɛ ɛsɛ akwala no ana sɛ ɔba no a wɔkɔfa no ɔyɛ below 18 years.
Okay.
That just say we did be 17 years 11 months and maybe 29 days or whatever. That is only 18 we did 2 before so be the 18 I just said we are 2 before attaining the age of 18.
Okay.
And now let's say we say akwala no uni krum has to say or outside because our application if baby
okay.
And or the idea of account e wo e krum ha. Na ya just say na akwala no kra no a wo kasa ya akwala no ba no oye wo ba ampa ana. Na so ye wo ba kra sisi na wo ha no ne mbre dodo akwala no enka wo ho sisi no wan kra no o hwe akwala no. Na den kra na just say akwala no amaka wo nsa ontumi entsena. Nti yɛ de ne nyinaa no ɛbɛtoto ho na key bit a wɔn kwala ne side ne refer no sole responsibility the sole responsibility no wokyerɛ mu a den na ɛkyerɛ sɛ wo nkoa na woyɛ akwala no obi a wo akwala na brɛbom a bi a woyɛ ne maame anasa woyɛ ne papa den na ɛkyerɛ sɛ wo nkuto na wo akwala na brɛbom a bibi ɔbɛtena ne ɔbɛyɛ suku ɔbɛkɔ ne nyinaa wo na wogyina mu edisade saa adeɛ ne nyinaa. So before from so what they are, not just say responsibility no, it's not solely on you. So you have to prove it say ampa minkuto na no apalano.
La John, sad way him say a man for a nyano a mantia say my papa. See a council responsibility. Yanam ta can say home office will be running and culture no one tells you. Say me wo minia ba wo fi. Na me jaminua no ama me ba na ama menua ba no obehwe no se de me hwe akwala no pepepe okay nti se oka se sole responsibility na nyame media me na me disikako me na bia metua ne school fees me na me chesa akwala no kra me pese yede no eko holiday bi e wo Ghana even all those things. How do I prove all those things and sana home office agye se me jaminua e wo chi so hwe mba mawe
yo senior woka no yenya woka ene nea ewo nkrata so aya na bebre na ayeka no ye no kre ne mo bia na nkrata be di ancestors na etie no eno no ebi ho eno na eye nkomo aye di no ewie no e kire se esese ye bo modern se nea ye beka no eno aso na ewo nkrata no so aye be support application no evidential burden no ewo wo a wo se wo ba no na wo nkuto na wo hwa no ewo so nti bia wo de akwala no agya wunua anase obi a ohwe no wo Ghana nti sani pa no wo guardianship ɛwɔ akwalaa no so na mmom nipa no ntumi nyɛ bibia obekɔtiri wo bibia no ɔsɛ sɛ ɔba obebisa wo because wo na wo decide bibia wɔ abrɛ akwalaa no abrɛbɔ mu nti school kora ɔkɔ no wo na wotua school fees yes nti yɛ issue receipt na why na yɛde ma no
okay
because wo na kɔto school mu a even though wo ni hɔ no wo nua na ogyina mu ama wo no wo din na ɔde bɛyɛ bibia nti school for no bɛwo hu sɛ ne maame ni na sɛ ne papa ne mmom wei na ɔhwɛ no nti nyoma bi o address bi a ye throw letter na say ye ma bibia ye ba address to wo maame no ana say papa no a wo de akwala no ayɛ akoto school mu bi a criminal report say ye be post to a ye ba address to osimosi ana say bills na ebeba no school fees invoices ana say bills na ebeba no ye ba address to obi bibi biara bi a parent evening lectures ana say invitations no ye ba address to obi nti bibi biara efi school eba no ese se edi adanse se ampa wo bibia di ne wa ha no edi adanse wo na wo akala no adrebo mu school lectures no within eden e wo so ana se bills na eba no within na e wo so sa akala no ye no call hospital by all means hospital wono ya register no obi na ogina mu ama wo sister ana se wonu ebi na ogina mu ama wo but essence say eya wo ba no wa ma wo sister no to me no power of attorney a wo gina mo ama wo wo sister no ba wo miss what wo din ebeba nkrata so say akola ne maame nie ana say akola no ne papa nie
na me wo ba oni Ghana ezi momo oni mobile phone mobile money one idea so nti me mfa se me de na gya ne nana me send sika ekokusi me maame no so na me de ama no nti sika ma send no se me the evidence cry kwa akɔkyerɛ ma send sika kɔma panimu ma send akɔma akwada no okay nti se me ya application na what do I need to write down omo be gye di se sika na me de kokoma ama se wa no eye sika ye de kɔma ajasei ne ba anase ne nana
yo ne o mi se to say senior work can ebusuafo no bi na ehwa akala no ye woni ebusuafo no bi ehwa akala na ehwa akala na ye wo to say bi a papa wa ha na so maame wa ha na akala no nipa mienu na ewo no ba ko say ne pesa akala no ba me be kamensa ba ko so ewo baby ese ye hu se sa ba ko no a o baby no ono ni rule ewo akala na brego no so etisen so apart from say ye be involve the other parent no kwa no if other family members now moving mu as guardians no yes we put the bia sika akọ Ghana se yɛmfa hwɛ akwala no opini na oboko ekoyi na sika no kra wo de bɛkɔ no ana sɛ nkitanho a ɛwɔ wo ne wo nua na sɛ guardian no a ɔhwɛ akwala no bia nkrata bi ana sɛ bibi bedi adanse a kyesa ampa wo na wa ma ne tumi sɛ de ɔhwɛ akwala no ɛma wo
okay
nti ɔno na ogina mu ɛma wo na ɔsɛ sɛ ɔyɛ akwala no nti utumi ka sɛ akwala ni ɛsɛ sɛ opini yɛ den ekofa sika no no ɔde no santi mi na mama we tumi sɛ bibia no de besi ne so na ɔno ahwɛ sɛ akwala no ne mpuntuo mu ne didie mu ne bibia no ɛbɛkɔ so dododo sɛ ne ameme pɛ no na ɛsɛ sɛ yehu no sɛ yes embrace sɛ ɔkasa ɔkɔfa no ɔba then na kyerɛ sɛ wo nua na wo de hyɛ ne nsa no ɔntumi ntoa so
must also responsibility what they have you know me na me ba me wo evidence be a me wo the birth certificate me din wo so ni ade me ko fama ade aba ade nti no say me ko prove say me na me hwe no
wo say wo na wo say ye wo ba nti wo ba de a then nature say wo na wo akwala na brebo mu a without you no the key word is without
you okay
nti then nature say wo ni ho a akwala ni ntumi survive
okay
is it in the interest of akwala say wo kwa fan by all means and that's one kofano a untumi survive na unyini ma yesene a yepese
okay
nti wo na say wo prove say oh yes me nua bi na ohwe no na kodum pempen so a me na ohwe no kra na afide onyambre bi na se ne onyambre ma akwala no nti ma hwe ne ya akwala no abrebo be yebesa
okay
ho no na wo pese wo gina section 55 of the Border Citizenship and Immigration Act 2009 ka say akwala no mpuntuo mu nti ebehia sɛ nea mo besusu sɛ wo de bama no anasa mo fama no wo befa eno so ayɛ akwa adwendwen mu
okay
ma me na ɔhwɛ no anasa ona na ɔhwɛ no ebi a ona nan kra no yefim santi ayɛ nkrofo bi na ayɛ ɔmo gigi akwala no Sadia is so we near the one that we need a
Akwala no ho.
because one obey to me, a general no senior okay.
Okay.
Be a woman I will trust and go to me, I will never be. And as an independent audition and son was said, they may fee up baby for. Na baby, I make on my movement, and I said, I make quality a better idea, say, me never call Apolano.
Okay.
Into no crime amount chances, says, I tell you, and the baking as a man me back.
My bad. I'm very mad. Okay.
Into he said, be a one, will share Apolano, mammy. And Wama, we must say, Apolano, nka ya me pesa mehwe no atwa so na mbom say nti mean to me what can mean now so ato krata so na wo da amade yes nipa na hwe no wo so ntumi hwe ne bio santi esesa me am kofa made na me behwe no
Okay.
nti sa nyoma ni nyina no wo de betoto akwan mu just to prove say yes you have that responsibility towards the child and that responsibility is largely dependent on you.
Okay. Enti se wo akwada e wo Ghana na se wo pese wo kofa na ade a wo se uhunu pa ene saa so responsibility no na wa kire home office say me ena me hwe akwala ne me hia ma de wo ha.
No correct, but of course you have to prove that plan your back anyway.
Okay.
Nti you be no be character says we prove it no. Nti your that relationship aspect no say me ba ni birth certificate di adan say me ba. Obi mu kra call the next level to do DNA to prove some ba no.
Okay.
We no na we say okay.
Na say eye menua ba ena me na me hwe no a me di me fa ne ma.
So wo nua ba na wo hwe no a on what basis arrangement ben e wo ni wunia no and
okay.
the wunia ni wu
okay
wo di wunia na de and na wo hwe akala no enti e bia in terms of adoption process no we go through plan wa fa akala no abaye de wodia enti ye wo when your guardianship from court and that's social services e wo Ghana na de ni de ada za akala we ti see a we na de wo hwe no Nti say when even though your biological child no we take his responsibility
no
either through the court arrangement and not say arrangement and who are the answers is here no wo na wo hwe akola no still you have to prove say over the period na akola no be kan won sa no wo na wo ye bibia ebusuafo no bia in the
okay abusia say afi na obeka yensa ewo dwumedie so the community and the law and your day bro one lawyer Charles Asma na HHE mu titu saade da bia lawyer for ne boss na makoma sole responsibility hwe yenyina yenim enkwala ye hwe wo mo Ghana pa no so mo kase yenkyire mu a bia kwan ye fa so hwe wo mo no yentimi mfa ni nyina engu krata so but ye hwe wo but say ba no say e wo se wo kofa abofra no efri Ghana edeba emra ene enhyehye ewo ho eno nti e wo se wo di so na atimi akoyie ade ama eno enana ye chechire mu enti ye krado se wo question bi wo concern bi a obetimi a text ade ya brain 07950 422 780 Kai say live e wo BWF Solicitors Facebook page BWF Solicitors YouTube page and afi ye live e wo Abawa Radio so e wo UK ha Abawa Radio de no nyame e aduma kwasiada anwumre 7 p.m. UK time omo the audio version of this program eto radio no so ema utimi enyabe abusia se wabeka ho a mame enhwe omo wabeka ho no ene na man di kan eba ye da se kosua part e wo line no so mame se wa ye wo patience sanso so ena elder Ezekiel Johnson Mary Day and Afi and Najima class prefect and a dodo na was so Mwamu bisa the Zoom page no and answer details for action program no I'll be bringing it up later on in Mema and ha wajune kra na joining in discussion no I'm going back to lawyer Asma to ask him to do a brief summary of what we are discussing in English for the benefit of our viewers who do not have a very good understanding of the language we are using, so you can follow us along. How do you make a successful application to bring children to the UK? It could be your own child, it could be a child you look after. And as is mentioned earlier on, there is that dragon of sole responsibility to prove all these. Laura, please give us a summary.
Yeah, thank you very much. And there's more to add, but for now, whatever we've covered is what I'm going to summarize. We have touched on sole responsibility as one of the criteria for deciding whether the application should succeed in bringing the child over to live with you. And here we're looking at whether you are a father, you are the mother, it doesn't really matter. The most important thing is that what shows that you are the only person in the life of that child, and therefore you need the child by your side. While the child has been away, who has been responsible for child's development, child's upbringing. And here we are looking at who makes the sole decision or the main decisions. So we're looking at specific issues concerning the child, the school he has to go or she has to go, changing the child's name, even making a passport application for the child. All these where the child must live, who makes all those decisions. And these are critical things that will have to be answered, and you have to put it together and say that yes, I'm the only one in the life of this child, because the child is either my biological child or for the arrangement in place through court, I am the guardian of this child or I have adopted the child, and therefore I am solely responsible for the child's upbringing. Then you can meet that threshold. That is just one of those thresholds.
Well, thank you very much, lawyer, for that brief. If you were in a classroom, you'd have done very well. Thank you very much. Yemra na yentwa discussion so. What was sole responsibility? What will watch you more as to quite bit in meet sa criteria no. My ready. Me person me my application. Then the question is me application na me meet sole responsibility requirement no. What do I need to do? Me yamame 2.5 years visa. Me ni asitna titiri biya wo krom ha me train me gina obi so na me ade. Can I make such an application? Who qualifies to make that application?
Right. Thank you very much. Now, yes, you are going to make application to bring the child to live with you. And therefore, we look at what you have, because you can't give what you don't have. So you are going to bring the child either in your capacity as a British citizen or in your capacity as somebody who has settled with indefinite leave to remain in the UK, or somebody who has leave to remain. Now, if it is indefinite leave to remain, obviously, what you have, the child is going to get the same. If you have passport, and depending on when the child, you had your passport and when the child was born, it might be the child will assume...
Passport being a British passport?
Okay, right. Let me put the passport aside and call it citizenship. If you have assumed British citizenship, then depending on when you assume that citizenship or settled status and when the child was born, the child may have what we call automatic right to become citizen per your own status at the time the child was born. So in this case, you wouldn't even have to make any standard application. You have to apply for a passport for the child. But we are not looking at people who can make passport applications for children. We are looking at people who have to make these family applications for their children. Now, in this case, you have, let's say, 2.5. If the child is going to, or you are going to make application for the child and the application succeeds, whatever you have at the time of the application is what the child will be granted. Then when a child joins you, when you are making your subsequent applications, you add the child as your dependent to be able to go in for your extension and that of the child.
Okay.
Now, if you are settled or you have indefinite leave to remain, then in this case, the child is coming in to settle as your child. So the arrangement wouldn't be as if you have 2.5 and therefore they have to give the child also 2.5. Now, that is easy to tell because whatever you have, you can prove it with your card or your passport, whatever original you have. Now, you also have to show that indeed there's what we call suitability requirement. And the suitability requirement is that is the child, when a child is brought to the UK, let's say a child who is 17 years, 16 years, or whatever age, the child might have done something which might not be in the interest of public good in the UK. So maybe the child has involved him or herself in some criminal conduct or activity. So you have to also bear that in mind, that has the child done anything untoward? What is the child conduct free from any blame? Once you know that my child hasn't done anything, everything is fine, then you have met your suitability on the basis of the character element of the child. You're also looking at other aspect of suitability, which is even the documents you are using to make the application, whether the documents are indeed genuine so that there would not be any eyebrow raised. Nti we now no yɛbɛhwɛ ehu sɛ ampa yɛhwɛ suitability no a nso wetumi emeti akwala no efom anase ka bia ne ho nyoma a wode yɛ applications no bibia ɛda nakwan mu bank statement a wode support nyoma bia wode support bibia ɛyɛ kama that just said there's no misrepresentation or false representation of any sort. Tini nyina no case worker no bɛhwɛ.
Okay.
You could verify nyoma a wo no.
What bobɔ asetena nipa no ekuta so be over 2.5 or were indefinite and no any idea. Nancy omo na omo European citizens I say omo emirates UK hano omo nso so oba aba abetena UK enom any idea. Me pe say yehwe omo nso so de omo ebetimi a but answer no abusia moma afi men kai wo say maka EU SSE na me kai wo say wo application e wo say wo ye for EU SS no e wo say utimi eye answer na 30th of June 2021 nti me sell tienkrai shedon so na me ba ye ba betwa enkomo no so lawyer Charles Asma ene ocheche yen na the community and the law. Or text that between Sunday at the Abre 07950422780. Announce a brand so abe for 0208 123 1016.
Wonim say EU nationals nyina ne won ebusuafo a wonye EU nationals nyina or say wo apply ma EUSS answer June busome akona wieye afi 2021 mu. Se wanya ebe ha won kratasem a wo de ti UK. Se won to anamon we na wo apply EU settlement scheme and train last minute answer. Ehun hia yie pa se wo bebotumi a wo de tena UK no ho ban. Na wo hia legal advice bi anso a pebi we koma EU ana EA amanfo nyina wokra registration certificate ana permanent registration certificate ana ebusuafo ayama won residence cards ana permanent residence cards a ewo EA registration 2016 no mu se wonya ye we nyina na se wo sefata apply pre-settled ana settled status answer 30th June 2021 EU settlement scheme pre-settled status eba na wieye 30th June 2021 na mum ehun me hia yie se obe apply no ntem na eduwe gine yie na hye no so se we koma omo wo UK answer 31st December 2020 a wo kura won krata esefata nyina edi won adanse se wendi immigration mrei so na wunni adanse die bia eche mretenti a watena UK se ana EU nationals no nso a eno so betimi ahawodaache se wo apply wo British citizenship. BWF solicitors ewo nimdie fa UK immigration law na omo aboa ebusuafo bebre wo applications a efa home offices EU settlement schemes no ho. Wonti bebre asia for BWF solicitors in Tempara ewo 020 849 37340 ana 077 127 61884.
Yeah. Jesus, you're my everything, yeah. My everything is you, Lord. Yeah.
Shadow Somaya. Say we EU ni EU ni abusuani waware EU ni da wasetana na okuta na EU ni nti na yede maawa na since January 2019 when your application be anko home officer very likely say what the no ye dada ni bi eno ne yese bra na besesa no te momma obi ante na omonsesa ono abetimi aye wo internet so e wo ni phone so ope lawyer obetimi akọ lawyer ba ono abetimi aye.
Okay, well, Mofa and James said, yeah, sound no at a quite. But yaba back a year lawyer Charles Osma Ewaha, our boy Yang Emma Yade and Komono a day Abra War and check Yaba call Manoso. Number the Bay Juano said your name that 0208 123 1016 0208 123 1016. And then you share a quite over a very successful application to bring your children, especially from Ghana, to the UK, making a successful application to bring children to the UK. BWF solicitors and Ejnaichi Emma Yade Bro our community and the law. So question also be to me at the Atoyan comment page, you know, our YouTube and Facebook, BWF solicitors. Oko YouTube search for BWF solicitors. Now like a page, you know, Oko Facebook also search for BWF solicitors and like that page. Yanko na fe me fly and find komono emra. Lawyer EU for no. Se say obi a waye ne settlement scheme oba betna UK ha. Senior maboya money dada no from 30th of June obey application a year under immigration rules and ye EU and semno ebu. Fine. Obi sa no. Obetini ay application e de ne ba free Ghana e de aba. Even under immigration rules.
You mean post? Right. So, yeah, well, we assume that signing panel was just to Miss post 30th of June.
Okay.
The signing panel is why the application when you EU settlement kratano and say limited leave to remain and as a settled status, limited review pre-settled status. And settled status and it's indefinite. Standing panel, what's in a krumaha. Inti, obey to say, be British, and that's a obia or 2 krumaha or 2.5, and that's way indefinite. Inti, obey to me up your application, aqua neba. Even though you have an appendix, you know, as part of the immigration rules, you know, after June, it's very, very likely, say, case worker no, obey put you on immigration rule cap.
Okay.
Also, EU cap medium because EU cap now is very, very easy to wear, so flexible. So we share now make it silly decision. Excuse my language. That's a wrong decision. Depending which major market say you have broken the rules under the EU. Now which made the appeal. In this after June, let us say everything is come back under the immigration rules. But when your settlement status, either settled or your pre-settled status, not a so-called upa, you don't have to then follow the process. Ubia befaso akofane by there.
Okay. Easy to make an application like that. And
I say we.
No, so generally, what status are person okofa?
No, crane application no no, unless I obey no. Who the answer say we meet the requirements and that's the immigration rules. Because case work now over file of applications that all your way demano. Only be original so I just say embrano amwashisheno. Some random are converting into what we call policy guidance for case working practices. Into case working practices, they say immigration rules, for example, appendix FM says that if you want to make an application as a family member, whether as a spouse or as a parent bringing your child, then you have to follow these requirements. You have your financial requirement, you have your accommodation requirement to prove Sakalad, and it's a Nipano bar, the count of one, and what emba, under the Housing Act 1985. The government wants to avoid overcrowding. Into then they just oba mubeni baby ide atma ama hoto aba mu enchiro na mu nkodan aban sa aban moa emboa ubehwe say we meet relationship requirement no ubehwe so say we meet suitability requirement your boss no ubehwe say we meet sole responsibility requirement na say nipa no ye opani na oba sa we yire anase wukunu na okofa na abade a ubehwe say nipa no to me cut profo kasa na kakra etumi ti ye kan otumi ti be speaking and listening of the English language. So by your test, now we meet standard I from A1 now or the kind of application where you English language requirement and from affecting from an be to be a file and so kuna sa ni panel and so when English test no or now good sa A1 result at the application document in terms of easy, depending on who is doing it.
Okay. Now, anybody?
Everybody there, ejina baby a obeko.
No, make a home office for na nkasa. Lawyer for mo crowd mo say mo $1 million crowd. So and no dey come me nka ho asem crowd because mo be am na ye. Dey mo che bi e.
Sir, o ye no wa ha there. So of course, o ye akofo obi wa bontin na aba na Ghana especially into every time home office update visa fees. The visa fee ebe in dollars to say in Ghana. Now when I converting into pounds, we say necessarily the mid-year. Until every time we check to see how much it is at the time of application. Until in terms of advice and information, the best option will be to say you better check it at the moment, how much it is.
Well, on the average, on
the average, well, you'll be looking at between 1,500 to 2,000 because you have other things, charges that you have to pay, such as the IHS or Relation Health surcharge that you have to pay. So we are Palladium, usually health surcharge at the time of application, you wouldn't have to pay.
Okay. Ade ba ko so me pese me hu na ye ne se me ye application na edisen ansa na menya response.
Yo, home office for Emma be a friend of standard waiting time. Now standard waiting time on my culture say 6 months. Into 6 months is the application to mu enda. Okwakobo nsano e wo moving pen Accra. And I said, depend on the country away, because you used to Ghana as case study, we call Akobo and Sano. Sisian, maybe I born Sano, and baby, embassy no one a different. Canada could be call embassy one case over because Sisian, we call baby or more the application documents about Akobo and Sano. Ubo and Sano, I catch yourself, you call na a better crack, BBI radio. Between that time and now, over channel, woman culture say we have at least 6 months, by that time we decided area, but a year information guide and I say time. It me brosa we so manage and do sa. Until I necessary bro 6 months no more kana they are sure to say follow up. Yeah, remind no one say more can say by this time we be I feel that dear check then a cost so ye be a friend complaint, ye be a friend of pre-action protocol. The pre-action protocol is say senior more year no I feel there I yaji the same this a month now. One year, so your bed, the mobile family. Until so, we need now a call or more record, so entire year or more 2 and more. Until you was saying, we follow up, we do these pre-action protocols and complaints. Now, feed you or more to me. But standard time rest this month.
BWF solicitors and boying Emma Yadin Komoyi Abrewo say and Komobi question be or concern be a Bomodian say only BWF solicitors ABD in Gitaho or more 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road no so 7 Sisters North London Omoye Juma Monday to Friday free anopa 9:30 ekosi and 6 o'clock. But they are our trusted partners when it comes to the law. Untimi enyi emfri won so. Abodin enisuo huna omo wono. The senior partner has over 28 years of practice experience. Enunti se me kamfo ama se ko BWF solicitors na eye ade a me kamfo baby papa ede ama. Enti for 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340 and 077 127 61884. Na ebinum ebisa me say students program no extra Zoom details no den they ato screen no so but my main time emfa further details no embre bio na fi hu senior Zoom details no ubetimi ato ho ede afa meeting ID no 869 3185 7017 869 3185 7017 or password is 743912. You say oko baby na otomfo ebo baby pen na ehiano pa denti na ehiano because ho na design or say or design no ebeyi appear. Mepacho 30th of June in Niechikra. It's just about a month away. EUSS application no, and then me sure no mas answer you. This is about the 4th time within 1 hour make one sem because here pa. Sanya maybe me Uncle Ben edi nkomo Emma or che ye no or say be 30th of June never be seen corner. Ne ye ni bibi bi a betini aye e dey aboa. Inti me sure application no yeah. What question be? Na se upe obi abisa na me confirm am say for 0208 493 7340. Questions who be a offer BWF solicitor on be ya no edema. Anka benaka or say wa ankasa betini aye. Ai wa betini aye. Na nso so se wo hia ho akwankyere enem wa for BWF solicitors. Tinkre meba.
Wonim say EU nationals nyina ne won ebusuafo a wonye EU nationals nyina o se wo apply ma EUSS ansa June busome akona wieye afi 2021 yi mu se wanya ebe ha won krata sem a wo de ti UK se won to anamon we na wo apply EU settlement scheme entwen last minute ansa ehun hia yie pa se wo bepotumi a wo de tena UK no ho ban na wo hia legal advice bi anso a pebi we koma EU ana EA amanfo nyina wo kra registration certificate ana permanent registration certificate ana ebusuafo ayama won resident cards ana permanent residence cards a ewo EA registration 2016 no mu se wonya ye we nyina na se wo sefata apply pre-settled ana settled status answer 30th June 2021 EU settlement scheme pre-settled status eba na wieye ewo 30th June 2021 na mum ehun me hia yie se obe apply no ntem na edwe gine yie na hye so se we koma omo wo UK answer 31st December 2020 a wo kura won krata esefata nyina edi won adanse se wendi immigration mrei so na wunni adanse die bia eche mretenti a watena UK se ana EU nationals no nso a eno so betimi ahawodaache se wo apply wo British citizenship. BWF solicitors ewo nimdie fa UK immigration law na omo aboa ebusuafo bebre wo applications a efa home offices EU settlement schemes no ho wonti bebre asia for BWF solicitors in Tempara ewo 020 849 37340 ana 077 127 61884.
Sir, won't be asia, Mr. Entwetwe wona ase any BWF solicitors any enkomo. Ene yeti ayi some kind of say I have a full house. Na me wo opening na nkasa ewo ha. Uncle Ben aba join here na with it what be na me bisa baptism of fire for Charles.
We got one for each in before
okay.
Uncle Ben be chance here. Na I say yet time ye chire mu no So kofa wo ba bebre na obeka say me wa ha me ba no Ghana ti me kofa no akwala nso birth certificate by all means because only BC say ko be answer say akwaya application and birth certificate no so no papa din wo so nti question so a sa maami no person kofa na ba na say papa no person kofa na ba no bi say me ni sa akwala no ene the other parent, in so but we are talking about sole responsibility. And he said, when to me improve this as a panel and as a mamma, any akolana brebo, crack, dear, and they're baby. So we produce a one or walk on another brebo. Okay, this is a panel, a war in Biana papa, if you dear, let us say, will be a new beam. And I said, akolana, papano, in Timo attitude, crab, your walk lana or papano, a deny. You funu science and say akolano nti ni nyina no so wutumi eka na ebem sa ampa say na eti dia and na say wo pese wo professor wo kuto na wo akolano abrebo and yes dia let us say o papa wo ho anasa wo ma no wo ho dia let us say nyon ko na wo so responsibility to say as part of our application no wutumi eka ni nyina and even into what normally we do say we put together a cover letter explaining a lot more how the entities are so responsibility.
Okay. Yeah, so we can no ETA opening out BWF solicitors no Uncle Ben senior partner ewa. Uncle Ben, you walk over.
Kweku mejemoso.
Na po mo te say.
Yeho adumo.
So na make no yama Inia Francis baptism of fire.
Charles.
Charles. Eti wadaruma waba kan ye na me sade di kan say any am to say you say muko pastoral ayi. Na eti ma na me bisa na no so by the way.
Yeah. So first of all Kweku ma me nchia ye nuanom ne adofo ane ye Facebook and down for ne YouTube ne social media and down for ye chiamu nyina na ye de nyame nso asese na nso wetimi ama ye nyina asan be hia biom. First of all Kweku am say na wonim no you know ye wo community work ye law firm no ye community law firm enti nkubi wo ho a ye deda no anase ye ka ho enti we aban amakwan say utimi esra obi ne saa niema no na wo se omo a se bi omo ahwere omo busuafo ne omo ma obi nso ho a na wayare ba ko aye call ne ho se wayare ashe ICU for 3 months since November February ana utimi free achese nyame ayi ne free ademti ene na yenya ho se o se ye kosresra mu nyina na yakoma omo yako omo se yakoma omo efrimu nso yakoma omo efrimu na afena ma yesa adwuma na wie nti enye we nko an ye na aya aye manage bebre because sabio yese nyame ma wade a na wasan ma wadwuma ka ho nti wafu nso so a odoni nyina nti na wose ye hwe ni nyina na ye kire odo na Charles nso sebe Yamiadum on nya opportunity no because adia me see me so time me be sa firm in 2006 ne say mema young men and women no opportunity last me kind say wo hwe maybe before I lawyers e wo kromo ha na endu bebia enti ye ma opportunity see me no ka say me wo ma yo amienu a mo nyina ye under 26 omo aye work experience wo ho omo nyina ba ko be wie ne law school am say the next few months ba ko de we wie but aye nika so ye ma opportunities no ade a ma me ahoden ne ani gye ne tumi ne sa epe se me koso aye adwuma no ne say young people are eba miso monsa many of them so monsa ye koso so monsa teachers nso eye me money bi enti se muhu no ha na me na masoma no nti mo nso ne mu na mo na nya ne ka wo
Say you see flow no. Oh say ofri good no na ba. Yeah, we say Sabri yebeje wo comments no anka na bay na ye the questions and concerns no eba 0208 123 1016 0208 123 1016 and also be text 07950422780. Make I will say live our Facebook live also so our YouTube and BWF Solicitors. About radio UK afa Jumedia or broadcasted live and I feel so me who said do na more share pages no which is very encouraging and CP. Mama yam build the community no na Uncle Ben can send the very encouraging. And yes, sebe what your office near applications near through documents and the cases in kwa. Omo community no na fe Dean of the Atosade pastoral duties. And your lawyer for you and me, and your law firm be an me. Until the day I made a mechanism, can't be BWF solicitors. I am very subjective. Ming Mount Kobe before fuck BWF solicitors 0208 493 7340 0208 493 7340. I mean, me were question be Uncle Charles. Did he was say, ya no UK ha and along the line of call Ghana or free call Ghana no say or ne obi way no muja ho and abacha abridge na opposite ne bana wo no ejan ho no okofa no eba they just no why British because okofa ne bana di 21 and over and no sa no you betimi aka say your application say your demo fra ebe ebia na.
Well, sir, first of all, no, we did 21 na just no after before 2006, and a Colombian so I won before July 2006. No, we had a British nationality no through Nemame. I just said Nemame and Papa aware. To the first question, I said, na Papa no wa ware mame na na. On ware na still no problem ni ho. And one said, we go through 2 channels instead of 1 channel. This is why apply for British passport straight away, no. Obey BB form be a friend UFM, UK FM, UK father, British nationality form for Nkolana a buying ACC omo na omo from illegitimate children, no. Or read the law na a dear illegitimate children.
Okay.
A buying a court ma court no kacha ban says ada na nyaade papa ti aban asesa amrano ti sa microphone nyina o application free of charge ye be ma British citizenship no na wait me ade aba.
Oh, okay. Not just in this case no any problem name ma was say
any problem
2 processes rather than 1.
Absolutely. And he says apply for British passport and I say apply for right of abode no. I also apply for British nationality under Section 4 of the British Nationality Act. I'm saying Section 4F. Na utimi fill forms no na odeba.
Okay. I was here with me afre 0208 123 1016. Uncle Ben abejoin ne yen your lawyer Charles Ewaha. Lawyer Charles lawyer ewo BWF solicitors adwuma and senior medical kan na Uncle Ben ankasa so ewaha. Ja, me so me di chia me. The question no mame MPKB ewaha. Na hima wo de nchia abreyen say good evening. Akosia part so o chen good evening. Abusia share page no na fe yenko. Uncle Ben yi text message ba ko ewaha or say I got my leave to remain this month. Still, do I have to apply for the settlement scheme?
Well, so because when you're leave to remain, basically, not just when you're limited leave to remain. Under Appendix E, you know, so we application, you either limited leave for 5 years and I say indefinite. To say I'm on a limited leave, and I just say be unqualified for indefinite leave, you know. And when you're under EUSS, no, to also try or qualify for indefinite leave now. Now, assign yes application.
Okay. And then obi at the voice note aba. I'm saying inya bi ache pa. Enti mama me fa voice note no entum na yenhwe enti senior esi.
Hello, lawyer. Good afternoon. Me pacho menya me hokeni na last year's 2019 me no ewari oye EU ni but yenya ankofo mama anko witnessing my marriage na afansa yenya ankofo akọ witnessing na ye intino mesro oye ya aware na wie before last year December no me pacho say the kotum sisi a advisable say ye be yen sa na say and I said time na train because minim some say before June this year no na I late but na me bisa say me pacho sisi a yenya bibia 90 ye the kotum sisi a advisable say ye be na me da say.
Well, I mean, first of all, no, say, Ghana warrior, no, a customary marriage, no, ye ni fee. Ti we warrior no ansana wako ye registration, and I wako je certificate no. Ti warrior na kasa de once ama warrior no, ma warrior to ho. E hon krata wako je aba no, and I offer witness. Anytime be ready be no, obetimi atum. But se nipa no wo kromo ha, I will say by June or your application. Yeah.
Ebusia say fe no join ya senior EJ wo friend no 0208123116. Ankaben ayi question we say it came up last week na me say wadarama obeboy one Uncle John. The attend say ayi say say eba yen quiz question no mo kra say nipa no ewu ye no oware obi wo krom ha ena okọ Ghana busia for pressure no man san ko ware foforo ene mani ane e ma no mi no hwan ena sebe ma ne free mu a otena aware na se UK mra recognizing say oyere.
Okay, into first of all no under administration or administrators act no I cover Wales say obi wu a a friend be a friend of domicile and a domicile. And domicile so there were two. There were domicile of choice and there were domicile of birth. Domicile of birth no normally no wouldn't lose. At about utimi a domicile of choice. I did tia and say hena ufruma wo. Ti baby a ufruma wo ya baby a ye wo and a watena ho ache. And a baby nso a utimi etutu kwatena ho eye abusua. A competing concept. But the domicile of choice, normally, what they legal, we are any legal worker. Domicile of choice, at the time, we are near the age. Some act and say obi wua, baby, na or yet domicile, the law in the age. In two years, our case now, Papa no we no UK, or no, wa year waha, and also Sanko Warrior or Ghana, Mema be brayesa. Aha no ya warrior no a krata so warrior two ko warrior that registry and sorry one man one wife say we school ka book be one man one machete me refi book ni chini a chebi books ni bi enti you know ya one man one wife ti sa na Ghana nso no o ware wa sorry and a registry and abi mu kra friend no court aware o yes aware na obetimi aware ba kope. Okay. Enti at the time I worry, you know, so sa worry ni bi na wire. Obi a ba ko fa no say yiri bia no nya yiri ayempna. Even ye Ghana laws ni nyina kire say obi ye registry aware na na yiri no ye friend no Mrs. I will come Mrs. obi ati ase. Obi a ba ko fa no wa kire bia no yempna. Enti uwu no wanye ejapade a. Sorry, wanye wela. O yiri no ana ebefa because aha no the first 270,000 no eko ekun ana yere widow ana widow one ho so wanya wela in that case no papa na yere no eye ba kope sanka ya Ghana se uwu intestacy ya wo intestacy law cover bibia sa PNDC law 111 no eno na cover ho na eno no se efia motimu no eno be ko wo yere ho na de wa chire no yɛfrɛ bi customary law distribution. To say we are kania or offer senom betimi anya bi ne saa nneɛma no. We are ngwenani ana gadangbe a we are patrilinia and nso bɛkɔ hɔ. But no almost no mo channel. Enti ne moral ne say I will so be I na will. Afei nso sɛ wo kɔ ni obi kɔ bata obi kunu ho na wone no ɛkɔtwe mpana na wone no wo a na ɔwɔ yere no nyaa na yere a kan hu sɛ owu no anyɛ will a efi a wotum kura bɛba bɛgye ama saa na yere no saa case no ɛyɛ case bi a meyɛ no 2001 two cases na baako ɔyɛ will baako wanyɛ will deɛ ɔyɛ will no ɔtwerɛ will nim sɛ to my wife. Same situation. No, I worry, but no, your band is separated for 25 years. I'm on no to Akotana Ghana. But because I hear well, no, to my wife, no, I worry will be Ghana and then I will fall. But you know what had so no, what Baba Akope. I'm a colano cranny. Interpretation of to my wife, a registered wife, and your customary. And sanka customary or worry. First one under customary law, and or worry second one under customary law there. And yet to my wife, the interpretation, me no but in that case, Obaba kono your wife into no nyare, either under Ghanaian law or under English law.
A quite almost so a check at Japadiano. First 270,000. Scenario de my Nipani savings say 15,000. And
our NHS pension.
And our NHS pension. A money for. In this situation, nanka yama a money interest na en override a money deal.
Say a bad pensioner. So we are willow, 1 year willow. I are sometimes a creative problems kakra. Because pension be our pension administrator. Usually no omo year well no. Or pension no I are administrators almost share the current situation. In that case, pension administrators, the bema nkolano, no mudibiama mano. Very likely say a year no cra or a year under customary law no. A be cra or no nkolano kwanum the bemano. Case be a administrators no argue ya no or driver bus ma a river. Was about £65,000 pension. Eventually, no more ma ewo Ghana ana oba one no te ewo ha na oba ne se wa ware no Ghana but no wo a yiri bi o ware no Ghana nsa na oba krom ha ono no ma no hwe to do with pension no always important say every time bia no we be renew or pension appointees no say o mana o de ahye so ne omo a o pese omo benefit no ko bia ya life policy ne pensioner aya ma o nominate sa nkrofo omo obe nominate ne override o well no ti dia no ba eno ne de ye adwuma anya o well no nti wo say you very careful say wo pension or life policy and our health insurance ne niam wo appoint obi na wadi wa dia I was say we review no every time because we are younger we need to be different and I would do age being so we need to be different ebi anu abe wo ma ne sa niam no to be our wire pension or adwuma pension especially more adwuma ma big companies am pension mo do bus drivers train drivers NHS workers this niam no omu nyina ne post office workers omo pension mo do ti mu nyina mo review mo pension ko hwe se hwana we yi na to pension no so se wu a ono ne yemfa ma no
0208-123-1016 and now say over text 0795042278 Uncle Ben Waha, Uncle Charles Waha, and Mensut me di chame. You will be one so hello. Hello. But it's on kana kasa. Hello. Hello. Okay, me name say wahumana ena mentedia ubetimi assign afre 0208-123-1016. Uncle Ben, Uncle Charles, this other question say me wo eba ewo Ghana na say month bia me tua school fees directly to school now. Omo issue receipts in the name of the child. And then enna ebetimi am approve se bia me de no eja me nuaba na me busiani se onhwe no. Would the Home Office accept something like that?
So we know to say also turn direct to the school. It's not just say from one source to that recipient account.
Okay.
And say if you're on one account, it's even easier to trace where the money is coming from. Because your call school can confirm say fee Madam J or and Eba to pay for the child's school fees.
Okay.
So this is not even like or this kind of command so with this one
easy to
prove. Try printing a bank statement. No, just a kind of fee to say yes, we accord that to school or whatever or whatever for my child's school fees. Now we can then explain that within the cover letter and say no application or because that evidence alone needs to be explained to Nipanwa or Kwakwa Eco Yusuno. To be a case where kind of okay, payment to a school fees. What is it about? So there should be a story to explain that.
My picky BB award ya wo kan yemu say ninjina mo no wo cover letter no very critical.
So the cover letter is not a mandatory requirement. It is a mandatory requirement. And then one fan call and command. So one fan application no one latest application in application form no is a mandatory requirement.
Okay.
But ubedu baby na baby so say do you have additional information? Baby so say who takes care of the child? Now I can say see the explanation and that's a cover letter. So I can say see you are telling them say you cannot get the answer without seeing this. I'm quite sure they have opportunity to see more. So we, for example, decide to add a cover letter to that so that we can also clarify that there is law backing what we are saying.
0208123116. May you have so hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, boss. What are you saying?
Hey, you now say?
Adam near humo bro.
Yankupon Shram. If I told me what quick question be. My settled status no. And I apply to a change my card no to a new one. But or more, it takes how long and sanaba? But then it takes how long? Because Mama, I submitted my documents on the app. Almost be using the old fingerprint, you know. My new confirmation email say, for the I'm a UK visa and immigration. But from then, it takes how long and sanaba? That's my question. Me that's okay. Oh, meeting original.
Okay, all right.
I'm saying, you know, yes, similar to question I will be say, we application, how long should we wait for? Now, why application you are saying?
But hold on.
Okay.
Senior all can just say we're born in San, we're uploading the document into the online portal.
Okay.
Until a caseworker will be picking up and process. By name when the worker said the standard waiting time within 6 months there. No, so much me I say every year. After 6 months, they still out and buy it, they are just a check. Then you 2 more. Until normally no BB says how long has it taken so far since you made the application and you did the biometric? They be okay, 2 weeks in one, I said 3 months in one, I said okay, and the young train kakra and say you to not start to say a complaining. And to answer his question, how long will depend on it's case by case and the context. Will be there will be there by 6 months, but will be there after the 6 months. But a compasser, I brought 6 months in there. To me, for all catch on say, I didn't know me 6 months I brought, and I say do minti munka, then the cost.
Now say obi a year EUSS application no. Na bia yes one for the passport and the passport na kono the passport number. Passport no e babaka. Not just a decision no e be DHR na say check.
So normally it's part of the verification process. If the caseworker has a duty to verify if they don't understand something, that's what we call evidential flexibility. So evidential flexibility is when you're sure, go to the next step. And today, okay, for passport and because I'm more copying that. So I'm going to say for original.
Okay.
What they are querying, be a caseworker or tracer document na one requesting to make a decision. Nti ekwa ya na decision di etire.
Okay.
This will ma ekwa obehwe na afi they will move it to the next step. Nti yentumi enka say dia ekwa ya na eba is case by case and also individual case worker no or ye ejuma no. But more than likely no so move bisa verification no na just why you really say
or made a decision. Okay. 0208-123-1016. Hello.
Hello, Mpacho, good evening.
Good evening, Winnie. How to say?
Mpacho Boko. Mpacho, me person di bisa on program question kakra.
Mpacho, you too.
British citizen. And my nephew, great nephew, my nephew Eba. 4 years old. Obenya 5 the next month. But the boy is sickle cell anemia. Mamina ka baby and a papa no is not responsible. He's into drugs. And Tiakolani nana and a sheno. But nana nisu nyamemu nyeman and most of the time and mina misteni Tiakolani crisis. I think 3 to 4 months the anonia crisis near there. He has to be in hospital. We have to pay for all the medical bills. Into no come I have 2 children already. And could it be possible? I bought my own house too as well, a 3-bedroom.
Okay.
So would that be possible? Say me to me on adoption basis.
Okay.
Okay. Well, first of all, I can't hear me, you know. First of all, say me to me akofana ba. But I can say on adoption baby. First of all, no law no under paragraph 297 no. Your final part 8 of the immigration rules. Ne ma no kwan say obi a wahabia ultimately wo adult relative eba and dependent relative and a relative.
Okay.
Na sa relatives na opesa wodi omoba no. First of all no I was say almost situation no ye very dire. Intina sitting mu ani ye dehwe. It may be because of age or illness. Intisa akola no yare na obi ni ho obehwe na possible. Say we betime de naba. Ye wo another provision by no ye for nkola ye moye wo ma. Person your adoption so paragraph 310 of the immigration rules and so. Thankfully no Ghana a part of the Hague Convention on the Protection of Children and the part of the Hague Convention they signed. And the adoption no a recognized under both English and Welsh law. Tenunso UK ubetime de naba. But adoption process na na chese was we go through procedures because what no ideal say we start wa ha na omaye we homestead report no na we the Ghana na social welfare funds so ayo mo report na afi a file proceedings in our court na my intini tuning in aye possible yes.
Miriam, are you okay with that?
In the started process, no, I started because maybe advice some time ago. Nipani say I have to get the. I live in Leicestershire. I was saying me getting Leicestershire Council involved. The way I work on it's a long process, which I'm not ready to go through that. And you know, Kameko Ghana next year, Nyameya Aduma Nanka, must start the process from there.
Well, first of all, no, council no yet involved in private adoptions. Biom. First, no normal yet. So, because of procedure be a friend of inter-country adoption. No. The international standard no under the Hague Convention and I be a designated list. No. You will never be a was of Ghana. You need designated list so. You're fully qualified Hague country. And because of that, you know, what start here? At the end here, I was away. Bibi wahano say what here? And can Ghana for a minimum of 6 months there, and a homestead report number no Ghana. The most expensive aspect of adoption in Ghana, and in the homestead report, and they share or character, or record, criminal convictions, income, status, health, living condition, and it's animal. I know you're very important. In your case, you know, a family placement, ain't it won't bread too much to so be our kola unimono. Yeah, one started with the council. First and then I see a while we go through independent adoption agency. Na omono na be process no wa ha. Na ba ka wo Ghana there, nka o be bibia e wo Ghana. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
All right. God bless you. 0208-123-1016. 0208-123-1016. And now say text on about 07942 number the Debian. I have as but Uncle Ben Uncle Ben Pastor me a question we say me war Ejapade bi ewo Ghana. Okay, I'm in for call you answer. Na me kasa ejapade no answer. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Say
Obadi Adaroma me ho ye na mo nso e.
Nyame adom ye so ye ho ye pa. Pacho yitiu.
If I tell me chia Danny boy na machia na obo anipa defense. Na me share no na machia.
Me ye hu ni pakro.
Ah, but you hu ni pakro. Say edi we mi na me register.
So unko na obo sadi no na obo anipa defense.
Na obo anipa. E mo ma say Ghana for home person be gidi na si. But o ye dey call na obo anipa. No, boy, mine. On a boy, mine.
Oh, boy, mine. That's right. But we too.
I'm sure I assume. Now, I'm our something and celebrating. And the question, me, the picture. Yep, you have many Pakro book appointment, but me perceive me seeing you maybe any to answer. Obi, Ghana. And akwadani ya wono ha ene ye de no call Ghana bra na awofo ni nyankrata na titi awofo ne nyankrata na edu na wo nkrata no so no be ma ni nyankrata ba edu na wo akwadaa no awoda krata so eno ene de wo papa no nkrata o de tiku ma no so no edu ni ba ko asita. For example, to say a plan kwaku menu agima ene wo nkrata no so a Kwakuma ni nkwa na wo apada na wo da krata na epesi ohu se ebe kwan be mu se okofa apada na ba e di wo hawdi be ba no
first of all no British for are very particular about spelling variation enti udin no say bibi kakra sesa wo mo a create problems enti ade a obetimi de atwa no say obeye DNA is scientific process. Almost 100%.
Uncle Chasu, remember the Pakraba because you say you know about.
Okay.
I didn't hear because I never
yeah.
A deal or the bar chromatino, Nayamian, and all begging crackano, na or Liba Kufu, said you bear Yanum which
and DNA never override this animal.
May I set a question this week and now you know? David, just a question now, but there's a question in our baby son.
I know.
Martin, Yami shall be in our sick. 0208-123-1018. Say, me fancy me wage up a dear Ghana. Now, my better Chrome has several years. Me free moon. Me Japadia no Ghana. I'm a fan come well. But then we see 4 years away say me was a Japadia no Ghana. And I'm wage Japadia UK. Say a kind of Japadia, but Ghana the end of the account and Rabbi the beche. I'm afraid.
Okay, well, I mean, unfortunately, 1 year well, now what Tikromuha, won't Ghana. Until I had the anom the UK law nebe, Ghana the anom the Ghana law nebe.
Oh, okay.
That's unfortunate bit. Kweku, say sometimes, and I cast a young whaler, I and feel say, I don't know, metro whale. Last, Obi a comment, but it was profound. I say, I don't be actual way, you remember when I catch them saying trouble. Now, my own trouble. And I cut both ways. First of all, and you be a we sit down, I talk car, a wusika, and quite natural way. Say, yeah, Papa Rollins, we know, to by. Unfortunately, Ghana, no, ultra well, na. What they say we will see you baby. Our interpretation is a phone and your property. And to me and device a phone one. I don't understand. I mean, I don't agree with them because well there a kasa every samampum. To kasa a woka no se me wu a yensie me wo ha no. Case bi wo ho ye friend no Nikwe versus Bibi na high court. Sir high court judge no na her lordship Mrs. Lutrot. And yes, our case no. One of the cases on intestacy law burial of people because Ghana no uwu a body no ye wabusua dia. Okay? Wabra aha uwu a de wotwere we wo ka se ye hyewa ye be hyew. Wo ka se ye nsi wo Kumase be si wo Kumase. So Ghana wo de hyew we wo se uwu a ye nsi wo Kumase. Na abusuafo ba abusuafo no ye enye wo yere ne wo ma. Unfortunately, for me, unfortunately, abusuafo no ye wachifo no. So omuka se there be yem pene a na chese de wotwere wo we no no. Enye no no mo de ye adwuma. But the America cho bia no so bia ntwere we. We twere no enye expensive. Ubetimi enye obi a twere we amount for even £30. Very simple will, standard simple will. Se o will no eye truster and aye complex. Na owo ebi wo Ghana, wo bi wo ha, wo bi wo Jamaica, Babuda.
O ka say truster.
Okay. Se nyame hyira wo bebre a aya wo twero will a wo de niema bi hyem. Enti wo twero will a okay. O se me ma aye 9. Me ma no me pese mu di 25. Ansana oma ahweme oma fa me japade enti wu na oma no e di 23 a we create trust enti obi na be hwe properties no so kopem time a oma no be di 25 anaza obetimi aka say I bequeath all my estate to my trustees na trustees no what they oma no na aye trustees no also trustees no be distribution aye bibia normally no Escafo na yesa. Omo ye very complex wills. Me who lawyers, Ghana lawyers omo device omo estate or cantonment and laboni. Normal obi top property sa nneema no nyina aba wanim. Enti uhu se na omo draft will na nneema no. Anansa owo e bucket a utimi appoint a guardian se uwu anipa sei na onhwe wo ba no. Anansa opese skabi a fi property bi mo ba no o mpese o mbedi no manum enti o se o mo fa interest a fi sa skanim enfentia wo nana private school okay ni nyina no ya na wo create trust to obema obi wadamfo ana wo nua ba ana wo nua ba ma wagina so wagina mu ahwe sa japade I beautifully done so we are very good lawyer
mo yebi
yantro well and me or reason tia yantro well but oh well home so train out the bar you be train am because for me I know you're more complex and I hope advisor met me advise about almost every aspect of any law but you're very particular about what we do because you're community lawyers you're taking a special niche area are relevant to the community because me shifted too much into other things to say well right because you be well writing and they be for 10 every single day. But that is not our calling. Our calling is yembo yenuanom na umuntintim ukromo ha na umunya asema yasan solve ama. And for us, that is a calling here for the past so many years. Yeah.
0208-123-1016. Hello.
Hello. Where do you from? Konkono pa. Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Uncle Ben, where do you questions me? You be. Go come find to for man.
But you go me.
Pacho ba ku ye fa wele. Me person busa say me fan say we were but other party two parties, but other parties on the one now all the course or some no say or pursue one party free or magistrate court. Now say magistrate court my determination we are na nipa no enye satisfied that obetimi aye so onya appeal onya no call further to high court na eno ye my first question and so second question so ye obi aye 7.5 years on the 10-year route 2.5 na the third one o ko no wasan ni broni foforo awo e British it no ma no wodi no so ma san na kosi partner route no na why 7.5 na nka aka ne 2.5 so my side now started partner routes 10 years. No, sir, obey then after the sign 2.5 when you're 10 years staying, obeying there, and now obey to us every 10 years now, and the man. The part of the better metri.
Okay, I do. That's it. So, I mean, first of all, no, sir, will be a challengeable. Will be a until we hear last 2 weeks, your Wales question, it will be about capacity. Your mental act capacity, and your legal capacity. Na capacity nankasano, se ubi wa na sabio ubiwa abia sabe ya rebia yedintino no ni capacity. Enintina ya yebi freno enduring power of attorney and our lasting power of attorney. Sene beya ubi bitimi aboa na wa arrange wa affairs. Capacity being so or a legal capacity. Enti ebusua agapade e wo de koche wo ma webusuafo no empene enti ebetimi akọ ana ye wo situation bi a ye frɛ no samansew a eye oral will a ye law in Ghana no e recognize no sɛ obi wo hɔ a ɔwɔ ma ene ma different a de bi wo hɔ a otimi frɛ busuafo no say efie we me de ama me ba we ene ne maame efie we me de ama ne ba ene ne maame se sa nipa na kire we obi kopie na se efie a yetu ho nsa ama obi agye etumma
ya gye ho nsa no ya gye odwa
bibia wie no na san akosesa no na nipa no meka se mente ase enti mi papa de chair me no dan krama bonka masiesie ho my extension my niema bebre me de electricity aba ho my flashing toilet ne sa niema hwitum ni nyina me ye free ho enti me so mempene enti enko ana ase ba ku bia me hui maami bia ase bi wi ase nyina opese ogebo ne bo na wo brother oye well or the chair or sister adan we ya me yire nom nyina atetimu no mewu a mpese wo na ohwe so ntimi ne be ma wo no ahwe so na papa no ko wu ko bia ewu no se na ntisa na maami so ne brother ne be wu no abodam na kwaku sere but sometimes na nibre bebre nso nya de papa eno nso kopie court ama court na ka asa da bi omo betu afri fie ho no toilet wo fie ho ne sink omo bubu ni nyina ansa na omo free ho it happens even kromo anansen a guy bi ade maame ne papa ejapade ma ono ne sister mpene ne sister de court say ne brother no papa no be wu no na ne kra nkasa ama ono oba no no tena ne papa ho ehwe no time o yare nyina court ne ka say ejapade no ye nchemu mienu ye ma miensa ye ma ne baba no baako na ne baba ma no emfa mienu enti will bia no etimi court wo court nso na wulusu a utimi kwa to the highest court till say why exhaust ubibia in relation to obi awo family life to remain and as eligibility leave to remain we had decision na into D eligibility leave to remain partner and a D eligibility leave to remain parent no route no nhia enti we had indefinite leave to remain under partner and indefinite leave to remain under parent no and make I had to say akra kolenu wo ho isusa no yesi baabi wo ho a obehu kolenu nsem kopu ni minim say no credit a enti child parent of a child the 10-year route no enko partner route ni omo mwashia na nyame ncha de under paragraph 276 AD utna kromo lawfully for 10 years utimi apply for indefinite leave to remain to say dependent 7.5 na your money 2.5 under partner not under parent because only the partner and it no mema under partner na udi 2.5 na when you 10 years lawful residence to beja FM route no every ho na waswitch ɛkɔ 276 AD 10 years route na wenya indefinite leave to remain.
Me were text messages me no quick one na fe yerin family and quiz because it's a quiz no ma nya na bibi ya. I want for any aje ho pa yadamasi for that. We say oye wawari EU national and or about 20 years our Ghana. Obetimi de no aba after 30th June.
Yes. Obia or outside bia no uni restriction which me ba anytime. Concern no I want to say you start kasa I am for a mistaken say no so apply to omo no say oh Uncle Ben say after June cry because be no penalty after June cry obetimi I applicant me pese me ko Ghana ba nti me ban ma be na waja hoko obi owo outside no there were 2 qualifications. Okay. Yes nipa no eba ha before December 2020 and by December 2020. Nipa na oye was sponsor no. So sa nipa no wa ha by December 2020 or protect it as a what take life policy no. Nti time no aye grace period na ebewu 30th of June from 1st of July no New Testament no ebe start Old Testament no be end 30th of June no. Because New Testament no start no you say near maybe wo New Testament ni mo a lineage into who protect our lineage na obi oba wo wachi bia no utimi de no ba nti se nipa no wa ha by the 31st of December
2020 no
obia oye ne busuani by that time ana se bebia wawo no after that time no obetimi de na ba any time and currently no time limit bia ne ho
na say so why establish a relationship no before the end of 2020 and fa ho say owo Ghana and fa ho so owo Europe baby at least wo de wo ha nti wo be si won and na protect our lineage.
Yeah, that's what it is. And protection no for a spouse. Obia na oye wo yere by December no oye protected. Obia na oye wo
extended family.
Extended family no so one year application by December you free be a friend specified document under the definition side of Appendix E, you know. Extended family definition, it includes people who are holding specified document. And the definition of specified document under the definition of extended family member, no, either a family permit or a residence card. Not just a hoa. Until omo protected, omo protection no unhia extra. But family member bia or baby or outside bia no utimi de no ba anytime. Or baby na be me bia wa ware no atoho by December no utimi de no ba anytime. Omo a untimi mfa omo emba under EU law ba obetimi de omo ba under immigration rules no aware to worry obi who ha even by December na o worry oba 1st of January immigration rules no ana ebo ho ban aye FM route no because first no na omo a omotimi de omo yere ana omukun ba obi a owo indefinite leave to remain and a British citizen. To hear the definition of a partner, it includes a partner who is settled in the UK, either a British citizen or indefinite leave or a refugee status. However, since January, no, Oma amended law, no, to the definition of a partner includes a person who has limited leave to remain. Now, when read it carefully, and I make us immigration law, no, baby, I call no, very technical. To read here, as you be a okuta limited leave to remain under Appendix EU. Enti obi be feel say me so me 5 years through me papa. Any way na cover me. But oko paragraph 1.3 of Appendix FM now it define it as a limited leave no or say limited leave no. It is for EU nationals with limited leave to remain. Intenye obi na apply to no. I am very complex. from June, it's even going to be more complex because from June, ubetimi do yere abade. Ade a mehu ne say, wo we sponsor the crisis, you move bisa say, for bibi a kyerɛ sɛ asa December na wuti kromo a, which say we adwuma very easy. Wo NI. So now we nya adwuma, ba no wa be di udin abeto ha, edi na ye adwuma da. Ubetimi di akyerɛ because so wo ha up to June last year na wo free ha koya. Ubeti say wo indefinite leave and a permanent residence. Utimi ba anytime. But obi a wa limited leave no, so tena outside for more than 2 years a carton leave no into oba na the 5 years na sa I was so free ako because untimi nye renewal. So areas ni nyina a very technical area.
No, them so was sign my whole 2 hours.
Anya de obi abeti ase too complex. Too complex sir. O chase kra na nipa no ye confused more. Enti ame I am in chase. But at least no o take question na. Utimi bubu mo bi wo utimi follow. Obi nso wo ade ameka nyina. Ubisa sa den amaka. Nkrofo bebrebe ye confused.
Me kan think am be bisa question be say. Me van de say. The time na so dey but fache me. Me van de say me ye EU ni.
Yeah.
Me a French national.
Yeah.
And na maba betina krom ha. And na my year me de me ho akere before 31st December 2020.
Yeah.
Na me nuanom ewo Ghana. Me apply my home, the amount. But be a main cassa, I feel be I saw more major passport near the affair no one saka.
Yeah.
Or more son.
Yeah.
Or more covered.
Oh, you covered. Oh no, ukra specified document.
Okay.
Which is family permit.
Okay.
Oni uni anso or waha we yema no a yede amano no ono nso kra specified document. Residence card and our biometric residence card and our resident permit. To ono nso betimi aye EUSS no. The omo ba no so omo ba betimi aye EUSS.
As only do also omo ye EUSS.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I must. Oba omo ma 3 months now or the first na 6 months. So see from June omo ma from after June over 3 months to make the application. A complex area of law. And young Crophobi brain and Mehun Crophobi brain, Crophobi brain, a diomo, I'll let you down. Very sad. Be brain no yet me a correct, it be why it mean corrected. The loopholes were, and I am per se because unscrupulous people, it me, I'm almost say I don't know. But I dare bet me I can say, so what warrior to what? Ghana warriors utimi warrior to ho. So what warrior to ho utimi the oba no ba anytime. So oba no waha and abema no waha no warrior to ho or up to June way so obey application. But so outsider after June crowd betimi the number. So what warrior to ho nko dia. And this obeko New Testament. New Testament and so your British law.
Anyway, me can accuse 30th June. Ajubre afa mu ma fa ye me Kenya ye ho. Na yenhwe se de yesuaye no yetimi atiase a me quiz question no na me de bay enti tie na and question na ba na mpise bisa se na me din ba we yes Daniel a illegal immigrant to apply for leave to remain under the 20-year long residence requirement. The proof of his long residence, Daniel at the pay slips, any P60s, in another person's name and a decoy. He has used the identity of a person lawfully resident in the UK to work over several years. The application for leave to remain, Daniel, actually Home Office for say, or the obidin any document and a year juma. The application was refused because the Home Office states he did not meet the suitability requirements. That's a question. I know Mbisa Uncle Francis, Mbisa Uncle Charles. Suitability, any eligibility. But when she does so, let me add a bizarre question. Now, almost say when meeting suitability requirements and that he used false representation, false documents, that no satisfactory evidence had been provided confirming that he had resided in the UK for 20 years. Yeah, some of that. Daniel A appealed to Immigration Tribunal. Na me mao scenarios 5. Emu dia hin and tribunal no ebegyina so e de abua asem no. Dedikai dismiss the appeal because Daniel is not trustworthy. Intimi nje Daniel ntum enjini ndi because woti krum hai. You say Daniel o ibo Daniel untimi ntwawani. Yakobo Patrick dia no atwawani because Patrick na ade ye adwuma. Obi di no na je say ajiu tuma and I say ajiu dia enye. Number 2, dismiss the appeal because Daniel used another person's details to work and cannot show evidence in his name. Fakrata bra, I am the krata but so nyemidi. Na je say untimi enye appeal no mani ye beto atwe. Number 3, dismiss the appeal because Daniel has made false representations. Wan kanokre, wadada abai. Number 4, allow the appeal because Daniel has been truthful to the Home Office that he used another person's details to work. And now say, the album was in emu bia ni hwa ebe ye adwuma. Okay, start work. Yeah. Answers. What they ever bano Covenant Grace. What's it saying? What's on me? Money you. I'm saying more bubble. Some Kofi Antobam. Ezekiel Johnson. Okay, my main court baby met to me. Ade not to soma obia. Ezekiel Johnson said Uncle Ben a legal dictionary, working law dictionary. Okay, that's good. My parents says no. Okay, Akosia part is number 4. Okay, yeah, well, Linda says saying 2 because he can prove the evidence. Cause Covenant Grace, essay number 4. Ezekiel Johnson, elder, I said then number 4. Okay, Joseph say number 3. Okay, Covenant Grace, my kind what they another that. And he mean call Collins Body say number 4. Okay, and then me ni brepi inti depending 4 hour high. Mima or more emfa details no emra. Yenko he answer ne. Or say the answer to this week's test your knowledge is number 4. Because deception or misrepresentation was not in a previous application, nor was it made in any immigration application to the Secretary of State. And when
well, okay. First of all, so we application. There were mainly 2 routes I was satisfied. 1, eligibility requirements.
Okay.
And 2, suitability. Suitability no nyina no hwe usuban. And part of paragraph 276 ADE no. Say 1, wo character good, and 2, when you misrepresentation in a previous application.
Okay.
Case we call court. Say a case of Mahmoud. Court of Appeal and a tenaso. The decision is because when Chantro and Secretary of State and Trono Chatre the employers and I tax for. And a character no suitability I know 1.6. 4.1 in relation to misrepresentation and a 4.2 in relation to misrepresentation in an application. 4.1 a previous application. And to her, Nina on ye on Chantro. Adi a chira say, so kromoha, now would you be ding aye jumada? Now was already 20 years for her. Opesa okojasitna. Now wouldn't be with demo, but dinner would the year jumano, or mokrata, or pay slips, or bank statement, or P60, P45s. And in Yama, ubetimi at the sa a din and you dino. You be for din, but 1 hour the year juma. So bet me a provum kwa say 1 hour the year juma. Bet me the account papers and passport no ho. Now what the year application. Court and say a nyentro a nyakushisem. I was say and to emra in the sense immigration rules and mrana yachrono and to ebia.
Okay.
Adia etomrana say what the British passport koye adwuma say a friend of false instrument, a criminal offense at the magistrate level no obitimi akom up to 6 months. one way near the call Crown Court, I don't more. And issue, even overstaying cry a criminal offense under the 1971 Immigration Act. And ade a person be able to say once I over so would you be dear your jumada now what's now 20 years now or near man and so on. But sa near man ultimate the count I will be deemed more court and I say are you okay intimate and so on that particular provision either 1.6, 4.1 or 4.2.
Well, I would say, me can't be brave, but the person me kai will build and say, Mr. 30th of June and send me a year can call technical name and no wage we near the Mr. I beg you in the name of God, your application. So be near catcher. Say, Ubin Tea abona money, because ye can. I say, Sebi, you see. Yenko blogging na yenko dinko concern cancer and ka we did na but the beboa na ma na set na agina ye I boa on na busian for no be na on fun serious aha ene ye dey dwumadi no ebesi me be kan na afi ma bisa Uncle Charles ona me kan ba because I'm no chance here na ma ba say wadarema eden na wodi AJ ansani sorry
yo that's a bit brave. You're a tier for me at a form, rather than was seen. I kai, senior minia, penny kakano. So you are singing, just said, yeah, with you are seen and would be young. Now the two will come at the modern said they run a bottle. Ubeti, now we two and a more. Now, Sarah soon I yaka will say, and bra, walk room hey, queen ya was a witch me up far. Be our year, be our bar, and that's the book moon. And that's be our year, Luciani, Abanum, as I said, we meet immigration rules. Titru, I am not for business, I make knock of a barber, senior year church room, put me up of our barber, Nimbum, as I was said, Aqualano, Embro, 17 years, and I said, Undi, 18, Embro so. Unless it be our special disability, be a little bit to me, I shall pay. Now, just say, no. Council says, signing penalty, so to me, a 2 and a 1 hour. Yes, I be a modest, I would never back answer. We're turning 18. No name was so to me, a proof set and power. Now, sharp, I won't want to walk on another boom, will be right in the water. Sanimpo, Papa now, or no walk, and I know I mean, no walk, a colonia, Planetium at the Tipra, Uhuni Chimpo, into 1 hour sharp, and I will be. Meaning, so we had be a dance as a ampa. Now, what can I assume? And now, also, Bashir Ashton so said, under the House Act 1985, no, baby, a Colano, Bano, or no, Abex Nano, and yet overcrowded, depending on the age of the child, you know. And yes, sir, lecture says, so to me, at one, and more, she said, baby, or Bano, or Bets Bacon, one, Bets Nahono, and yet, a dear, obey to me, it not what I said. Be winning be a Palano bar or Betsna, and I said, we need Panama or Betsna. Now, say, who come for now, person so ever dear, and I say, a kind of so to me, improve it, say, or bow with national, and you are buying as to the financial requirement, you know, so to me, ye, Juma, now to me, 18,600, and it doesn't matter, Juma, we send out to me, prove it, pay slips now, one, a dear dancer say, we, Juma, employer, elect, and the other say, we, Juma. We are a Juma. Na Saoni Akalaso, Kamwa Bas Dia. Na and so as said to me, 3,800. Actually said Apolano Kamwa Ban Crano, Nina, which me in Yasika, a bro summit to the Asher. So Apolafo Fosso Kamwa, like I said, 2,400. No, so that those sinners are depend on number of children are added up. Now, Ukani na Bumwa. We do man be a winner 30,000, 40,000. Nina, which made the dancer say Ampa, made to me Asher. Aquala, no understand to share me, you could not do airban. Nansu, as I said, with me was a relationship be ever between wo, nip papa, Aqualano, and I say, go, nip where you're not as you know, Cofano, Abano, into under the rules, and all kind of say, so we prove said the relationship subsist, and it's a subsisting relationship. Now, I don't know, I buy a day, BB court, case be a Ghana G. And the call court, you know, kind of said, so go to me, prove this, I never be bring over to me, and the Atoto, cultural context in your you just say we send messages, WhatsApp messages, we have calls, we send in the car, who marriage certificate, unless I'm worried what that court or if you need now the advance yes nipa way one worry it's our relationship help us to do crowd we share yacht that answer you know the advance say more our resanti more relationship now so your boss so which you have for DNA so now in addition to the birth certificate but saying you can say nimpa no an di wo birth certificate so ya akwala no papa dia as I say would you prove say akwala no papa no oni akwala no abrebo mu ebio and this stability and the account asemo bebre enti ni nyina no e ka bo mu an ya kan say imra no ho you say what mean say tick box what mean tick ni nyina no application ko da case work na ni dia the same thing and what the bayent marking where scheme no and the hodada but some marking scheme no aya lawyers for and opportunity as here mutu interpret na mutu use tini ya kan farm say but modi ni twa na mo and prepare say wa ba ye ko ya na wa ye mistake na ye to will just ko appeal nti wo lawyer bia obeboa wo na titu lawyer ani BWF solicitors
on council so crank BWF solicitors and I may come for the amount you say penny dware wi ana nsuo asa enti me company for hoy na afi Uncle Ben na Kasanso emfa bi enjoy uncle
kwaku am say first of all better a chief for asibium na I mean they've been very loyal over all these years and they wanna with I hope say next week Thursday mobile journey and Friday mobile journey and Saturday there were 2 programs Eunice Diano and a community and the law no Adam de bejamu nyina so bia nhwe ne ho yi ko wo covid panel se be wa ehu bia nim krofo bebre sa issues wo ho krofo millions over the world no hundreds of millions now say nya de papa na je say hundreds of millions ni nyina na ebegu ana entisa kona ko covid panel no na ye nyina ye te hai obia wo bi ti osoko na ko wo de
abusia se yetete abetie ewia na nechemu anu na cheso bi enya na de nyame inshallah peace waka ye homa ye digimedi abra. I want to say thank you so very much for joining us on this edition of the Community and the Law. It's brought to you by BWF Solicitors, our trusted partners when it comes to the community and the law. We have several other avenues to disseminate information. Thursday, as Uncle Ben mentioned, Thursday we are live on Rainbow Radio International from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Friday, 9:30 to 11 a.m. GN Radio. Then hanging out with Lawyer Eunice on Heritage TV Saturday between 11 and 1 p.m. And then from 4 to 6 p.m. UK time, we have the Community and the Law. On behalf of the technical people, on behalf of the researchers or the family members of BWF Solicitors and staff, and of course, on behalf of you who has had time to listen and stay with us. Those who shared, we say thank you. Those who were not able to do that, we entreat you to do that next time when we come back on air. Yevemuriku Sifripon, and Medu Ebesi, Yami Inshaw, Ad Sida Eodia, Yami and Maye Dasene.
Yeah. Jesus, you're my everything, yeah. My everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody say,
How can I express my gratitude
for all the many things,
you've done for me?
Words are not enough,
Enough to say thank you.
So Lord, you are my everything.
You're my everything.
How can I express my gratitude?
How can I express my gratitude
for all the many things,
you've
Father,
done
you
for
done
me?
for me?